गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां. Yesterday we were looking at the verse that उद्धरेत आत्मनात्मानं मग्नं संसारवारिधौ योगारूढत्वमासाद्य सम्यक् दर्शननिष्ठया. This verse is a little bit deviation from the Bhagavad Gita, where it says uddharet atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet. There it was told, raise yourself by yourself, in yourself, for yourself, meaning not using any other means, not using any other support other than the divine theme, which is you only. You are divine essentially, but you have forgotten. And here it was told, uddharet atmanatmanam magnam sansari varidau, that the seeker, that he should lift himself by his own efforts from the change. पीछे से हट जाओ भैया.
Close the door.
हाँ, ये बंद कर लो.
Close the door.
And what will happen when you put efforts? To wish that Bhagwan will come and make me get out of my problems in life and challenges in life, it doesn't happen until and unless you don't put an effort. You put the effort, Bhagwan will come running to you to help you. So same way here, we must put efforts. We have to live a right life. We have to take the name of the Lord. We must cultivate values and good qualities, and as a result of that, by cultivating these good qualities, positive qualities, remembrance of the Lord, remembrance of the divine, we will come out of the samsara. And what is this samsara? In which we are drowning again and again. From one whirlpool comes, we get sucked in, then it throws us out, again another whirlpool comes, again we get sucked in, bachao, 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 again it throws out. And again we start swimming, and again it sucks you in, and this is all the joys and sorrows of your life. They are the whirlpools. Don't run after them in the world, and one becomes free from the birth and death. And then he says, yoga rudhatvam asadya samyak darshana nishtaya. He should attain that state of yoga rudha, and be established through right discrimination. And what was yoga rudha? Yoga rudha is that when one has complete vairagya towards everything. What does it mean that you have complete vairagya towards everything? Complete vairagya means, remember what I told yesterday? Huh?
Vairagya is from inside and then look into the God of yourself.
Vairagya is not a negative state. Vairagya is not a depressive state. Vairagya, when it comes about as a result of divine contemplation, it releases you to live an inspired life. And how do you live an inspired life? With complete indifference to the world in your heart. Inside there is complete indifference, outside there is 100% involvement. This knack we have to develop. Just like a child is playing, or a mummy is scolding the child. She's not scolding because she hates the child or dislikes the child. She's scolding because she wants him to improve. She wants the child to improve. But it is a put on of anger. Inside she knows that she is not angry, she is not disgusted with the child or resenting the child. She is only putting on the act for the benefit, isn't it? Exactly the same way. You put on the act. What is that act? All that energy. Once you have vairagya in your life, that means you are not attached to anything. You will have humongous energy to live in this world. Then what do you do with this energy? Do you put it into depression? My God, I am not attached to anything. What is the point of living then? Commit suicide. Is it like that? That is not the purpose. So it is healthy not to be attached to anything. But that release of energy has to be applied in the world by way of whatever life is presenting you at any given moment, which is your sadhana, or whatever world is presenting, whatever job is coming to you, do it with full interest and without any complaints. And in this way, vairagya yukta person or a yoga rudha person is such a person who is not enticed by the world, yet by his choice he is living in the world. And what is his choice? He is living in the world with inspiration, but his attention is on the divine in his heart, not outside, in his heart. That you work it out within yourself. How you maintain a balance between your mother-in-law and your husband. That you know. That balance has to come here between the world and the spirit. So in this way, yesterday we also said that you begin this with the sadhana chatushta, Vivek, Vairagya, Shatka Sampatti and Mumukshutvam. We need the dispassion, we need the Vivek. Vivek means discrimination between real and imaginary. We need the Shatka Sampatti. Many people have the Vairagya, many people have the discrimination, they want to realize the truth, but my mind is wavering, what can I do? Because they have not practiced the third step, which is Shatka Sampatti. And what is that? Controlling of your senses, controlling of your mind, controlling of whatever world is throwing at you and facing it and enduring it joyfully. And next one is doing all the above with faith. It leads to contentment. A content mind starts abiding in what you have come to make, what decision you have made in discrimination. That truth is more important, the divine is more important than the changing. What is changing? The world. What is changing? The body. What is changing? The mind. What is changing? The breath. What is changing? My convictions. So now I have changed all my convictions with the conviction that I am Lord's and Lord is mine. I am consciousness, consciousness is me. I don't have to achieve, but you start working towards it. And once you make a conviction, then life automatically follows whatever you are convinced about. In this way, we came to the 10th verse, that to do all this, we start with bare minimum. What is bare minimum? At the body level. Don't imagine, I am an intellectual person. You may be in your own mind, but in life, what is there for today? Dosa. What dosa? I like idli. Where intellectual? You are at body level. You are at hunger and thirst level. You want a chair?
No, that's fine.
Sure?
Yeah.
नहीं तो उनको चेयर दो. शी इज नॉट
No, that's fine.
श्योर.
It's okay.
जब चाहिए तो बोल देना. हाँ. तो in this manner, the first one is sanyasya sarva karmani bhavabandha vimuktaya yatyataam panditair atmabhyasa upasthitaihi. He says sanyasa sarva karmani. Second chapter of Bhagavad Gita also says that karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. So here, yes, as we said day before yesterday, not yesterday, that the third step in devotion is, first was offer your mind and intellect to me. If you are not able to do that, do continuous abhyas of offering your mind and intellect to me. If you are not able to do that, offer all your actions to me. If you're not able to do that, perform the actions that life has placed you to perform without and renounce the results, meaning results will come, take it as a prasad. So here we are talking about the third one, sarnyasya sarva karmani. Offer all your karma, all your actions to me, Bhagavan is saying. In other words, do not perform any desire motivated actions. Then which type of actions we should perform? If I look into my life, all actions are motivated only. How do I get out of it? If that is the case, if this is the question that is coming to your mind, then you offer everything to the Lord. Then you offer everything to the Lord. Whatever is coming, even if there someone asked me somewhere, they said, Swamiji, I am, is it wrong to fall in love? I said, fall in love, how does it matter? But I thought you are here in the life to rise up, not fall. So, isn't it? But we fall in love. She says, then what do I do? I live in this culture in Australia. I live in this, Australia, English is same thing. I live in this culture, but there is everyone is having a boyfriend and girlfriend. I am also falling in love. I said, if you can't stop it, just offer it to the divine. Do you have a God? She says, yes, I know what is right, but still I find myself doing it. I said, you find out whether it is a desire or it is just happening. And suddenly a few tears fell. Swamiji, I didn't ask why the tears are coming. Because she knows, or he knows. See? So keep offering to the divine. The Lord will tell you from your heart that it is the right direction or not the right direction. So everyone knows intrinsically what is right and wrong in their life, but they choose not to listen to what is right. Not only that boy, but even us, we choose not to listen. We choose to be instantly gratified by following our desire. See, afterwards we'll say, I should have listened to the other voice which was telling me not to do this. But then it's too late sometimes. So here Bhagavan is telling, or Adi Shankaracharya is telling, that renounce all desire motivated actions motivated by desires. Why we should renounce that? Because the purpose of human birth, yesterday we saw, what was the purpose of human birth? It is rare. Rarer than that was your interest. You accept and have faith in the Vedic culture. Rarer than that is you are interested in studying the Vedic culture. Rarer than that is coming across saints and sages. Rarer than that is being connected to the Atman or the God principle, that I want to achieve that. See? So here we have to be clear. As being born as a human being, what is the purpose that we are born for? Are we born here to do everything that the animals are doing? That is, eat, secure, procure, and let go. If that is what we are here for, and we call it in a nice way, because animals just kill and eat or eat the grass, and we are cultured. Why? We take the peetham and make it fermented, and we make dosa out of it. Animals cannot do that. We make curries out of vegetables. We pluck the leaves and we make so many different dishes. And the most number of dishes, you know how a culture is defined? How do you know a culture is great? Have you ever thought about it? You only talk about culture. What is culture? How do you know a culture is a particular way of life or culture is greater than the other? There are so many ways of living on this planet, isn't it? Yeah. Why they say Sanatan Dharma is the ultimate? Why the Hindu way of life or Sanatan way of life is the epitome of all the cultures? Have you ever thought?
Yeah, if I say trying to connect to God means every culture also has different gods also.
I didn't ask that question. I'm saying why it is great. Why is it great? At the ground level, why is it great? कभी नहीं सोचा. What is culture? A set of rules and regulations accepted by people at a particular place at a particular time. And that we in the Bharatvarsh have accepted that and grown with it from generation to generation, and it has kept developing and developing and developing, and that's why we have this Sanatan Dharma, isn't it? What else? First was acceptance, that we have self-accepted rules and regulations. Nobody has forced us to follow Vedas. We have accepted. That's why we are Sanatani. What do you call the other ones? You call them Abrahamic religions, isn't it? What is Abrahamic?
Abrahamic religion.
Abrahamic. I'm just purposely breaking it up. Brahma. Brahman is Brahman. A-Brahman means those who do not follow Brahman are the other religions. Think. Extra information. Leave that aside. What is a culture? How do you know a culture is great? The more the variety in a society, in a culture, the greater is the culture. More types of clothes, more type of languages, more type of food, more type of expressions. You look at it, just look at dance, Kuchipudi dance, Bharatnatyam dance, Kathak dance, I don't know how many other types of Odia dance, so many types of art forms are there. Food, every 50 kilometers dish is the same, khichdi tastes different. Language, more than 1,500 languages in India, including dialects. The greater the variety, the greater the culture. So, when we are saying that if we are born as a human being and in a Sanatan family and we have inclination towards the divine, don't waste your time getting distracted by the world. Perform everything in the world for the sake of the divine. And here it says, Yatatam panditaihi dhiraihi. Those who are wise, those who have, for those people for whom this has clicked, they should perform even more efforts to achieve the liberation, because our goal of life as a Sanatan Dharmi is to attain liberation. It is not for anything else in this world. And then he says, Atma Abhyas Upasthitaihi, and he must remain continuously in and through all activity, in and through all emotions, in and through all deliberations. He must continue to contemplate on the Atmic self. He must feel the presence of that all the time. Sometimes you will slip, sometimes you will get distracted, but keep coming back, keep coming back, keep coming back. And in this way, till here we did yesterday, and here now the next verse is, if Karma Yoga is there, Karma Yoga brings the, I think this also we did. How come I'm repeating all this? ठीक है, ये लास्ट है. चित्तस्य शुद्धये कर्म न तु वस्तुपलब्धये वस्तु सिद्धिर्विचारेण न किंचित कर्म कोटिभिः. चित्तस्य शुद्धये कर्म. Karma is done for purification of our mind. Karma is not done for achieving something in this world. Achievement will come. If it is there, it will come. But nowadays we see so many people saying we have to achieve, we have to be ambitious, we have to do this, we have to do that, we have to do that, we have to be a lawyer, you have to be a doctor. And what is your acumen? You look at blood and you faint, and you want to be a doctor. Forget it. Don't pursue it. No, I am going to be a statistician. What is 2 plus 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. You can be a statistician. You can be a statistician. You can be a statistician. But if you're counting like this, you're not ready for that. You are an electrical engineer. I know so many in Melbourne. Here I have not come across. They can't even put a bloody, a fused. They can't fix a fused bulb. The old ones. They can't change the wire behind the socket. What type of electrical engineer you are? If basics is not there, so you are not qualified for becoming electrical engineer. No, we'll pay for that. Then what are you for? Basics has to be clear. Simple as that. So here when we say chittasya shuddhaye karma natu vastupalabdhaye, your acts, the karma is not supposed to be done natu vastupalabdhaye. One way of looking at it is not for possessing and gaining and achieving things in the world. Karma is done only for one purpose, which is to purify your mind. So, what is the attitude that you need in life that will purify your mind and make you peaceful and tranquil and content at any given moment as life is unfolding itself? That type of attitude you develop in your mind. Rather than, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do that. And as a result, if you don't get it, then what happens? Personal identity crisis. I think I'm not good for anything. Someone told me yesterday or day before, Swamiji, my child is a great achiever, but one little bit less mark came and he feels I'm not good enough. अरे ऐसे थोड़ा ना होता है. You have to live. Getting marks is not everything, but we must work towards it. Without forgetting, where will your ability to do well in life come from? Will it come from your own limited thinking, or it will come if you tap into a higher thinking? Think about it. And if you think the answer is it will come from if I tap into a higher thinking, then tap into the higher thinking. What is that? Purify your mind. In that purified mind, think of the Lord continuously, and miracles will happen in your life. And in this way, he says, Chittasya shuddhaye karma natu vastupalabdhaye. And doing acts in life to achieve this or to do that or to help people or to do dhanam or to build temples or to blah blah, so many things go on to teach people what I am doing. It does not lead to liberation. It does not lead to attainment of salvation. As long as what does it mean that karma is done for purification of mind? The conclusion is purification of mind must lead to this disposition that all activity that is taking place from my body, speech, mind level is happening. I am not doing it. This realization must happen. Then we are going in the right direction in our life. Then question will automatically come. Then who is doing it if I am not doing it? Who is making the hunger come? Who is making the breath come? Who is making the legs walk? Who is making the waking dream sleep come? Then answer you have to find. Oh, that means they all come and go. I'm not doing anything. Yahoo! Then who is the God? Who is that divine? Automatically your attention goes, and yet you function in this world. And then he says, Vastu siddhir vicharena na kinchit karma kotivihi. The self is only attained when we employ our faculties to discriminate between the real and the unreal, between the constant and the changing. And yesterday we told you what is changing. World is changing, seasons are changing, day and night are changing. The earth is continuously changing, it's revolving. Body is changing. I was a child, then I was a teenage, or now I am a teenage, going to get old, and eventually I'll die. This body will die, I will not die, body will die. So change is continuously. Before I had white hair and white beard, now I've got white beard and black hair. Slowly, slowly, I'll have white beard and white hair. Changes going on. Huh? So change, breath is changing, thoughts are changing, your convictions are changing as you are growing from child to adult. So everything is changing. But what is not changing? The self, the consciousness, the one who knows that all this change is taking place, he is not changing. You don't feel I was absent when I was born, I was absent when I was growing up. So if you are now 10, 12, 13, 15, 17, 20, 60, 80, you have never felt that you were absent in your entire life. So that is you. That is the self. Hold on to that. Be that. Contemplate on that. And in this way, no amount of actions in this world. Actions are always finite. Finite means what? Which has a beginning and which has an end. How can that which has a beginning and an end help you to realize that which is beyond, which is birthless and endless? Think. Have you ever thought? Yesterday I made this point. If someone caught it, good. I think this fellow caught it. Nagraj caught it. Amma also caught it. They were talking about it. We are made up. Not them. Prakash caught it. He was talking to me in the car. What is that? We are a mixture of spirit and matter, isn't it? Body, breath, mind, intellect is the matter. Consciousness is the spirit. How? Spirit is continuous. Matter is changing. How can changing matter make you help realize the infinite spirit? Think. How can it? But that is the only tool we have. We have only this body, we have only this mind, we have only this intellect. So we have to use it wisely. We have to use it discriminatively so that our thinking should be such that we go beyond the matter to recognize we are the consciousness. Just like a child who is in year 10, they go beyond hunger, thirst, sleep, waking to master the subject because they don't want to fail again. That is the motivation. We don't want to fail again. Do you want to fail in this life? So what is to be successful in life? While living, going beyond the body and merging into the divine. This is possible for all of us. This is what is called as saint. The one who has achieved it is called as a saint or a sage. The world is what it is. Samyak vicharata siddha rajju tattvavadharana bhrantyodita mahasarpa bhaya dukkha vinashini. Here, I am thinking that I have not done this, I have not done this. This verse also we have done. Only through samyak vicharata siddha. Wise people always have balanced thinking. It is very easy to eat like a glutton. Oh, I enjoyed sweets, blah, 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 cut, kha liya. Why? I don't know if I will get bhiksha tomorrow or not. Abhi daba lo. Eat as much as you can. It's very easy to not eat or to overeat. But it is very difficult to live a balanced life. Only eat one chapati in the morning, one chapati in the afternoon, one chapati in the evening, and you will not die, I guarantee. But it is very difficult to maintain that same steady approach to the intake of food. Same way when we drink water, gut. No, drink sip by sip, sit down and drink sip by sip. Very difficult. Easy to gulp it down. Same way, thinking also, I hate this, I like this, I am falling in for this. Maintain equanimity, maintain balance of mind under all circumstances. It's difficult because we have not trained ourselves like that, but it is possible. So here he says, Samyak vicharata siddha. The wise people, they maintain a steady and balanced thinking, and rajju tattva avadharana. And yesterday we gave the example of snake and the rope. They are always thinking of the rope and not the snake. Snake is a projection on the rope. Snake is an imagination on the rope. Snake is existing in its own absence. And that which is not there but appearing to be there, if it bites you, you are feeling all the symptoms of a snake bite. Till some wise person comes and says, "Hey, stupid, this is only a rope." Oh, rope. Suddenly all the symptoms go away. Similarly happens in satsang also. What is happening here? We are reminding you, you are going after the snake. What is the snake? Which includes your body, breath, mind, intellect. So don't go after the snake. Don't imagine. Everything is divine. Develop that vision. Otherwise, every now and then, oh, I have been bitten by this, I am hurt by him, I am manipulated by him, I did so much for that family and they did not even call me back for even one breakfast, and it goes on and on. So many, we hear so many examples like this. I did so much for that child when he was young and that family never even thanked me once. Like this it goes on. This is all snake. This is all corrupt errors entering into your mind, the poison entering into your mind. Where should be our mind while doing everything? On the divine. Chalo, charai veti, chalte raho. We must be a giver, not a receiver, not a taker. Keep giving, because as your heart expands thinking of the divine, when everything is included in the divine, if nothing is separate from me, I'll keep giving. And life is pushing you that way anyway. You were single, you became double, which is husband and wife. Then from double, you became triple, one child. Then from triple, you became quadruple, you got another child. And as you are growing, before you were only thinking about yourself, as you started working, you started thinking about your parents, then you got married and you started thinking about, you took your wife into the definition of me and my wife. That is your basic unit now. But also your parents, but also her parents and her cousins and her brothers and sisters. Your family is increasing. Now all of them you call my family, isn't it? Then children, then children's friends. Slowly, life is pushing you that way. But we stop somewhere. Only me, my wife, my children. No, expand. Let the whole world be your family. But that is only possible when we are thinking the way Vivekachudamani is telling us to think. That is, keep your attention on the real, not the changing. What is changing? Snake is coming and going. Experiences are coming and going. Vision is coming and going, blinking. Sounds are coming and going. Breath is coming and going. Taste is coming and going. Breakfast comes, goes away, lunch comes. Lunch goes away, dinner comes. In between snack comes. In between tea, coffee comes. Everything is coming and going. What is not coming and going? At least give it a benefit of the doubt. You may not see it objectively, like I'm seeing this mic, you may not see it, but at least give it the benefit of the doubt that there is some force, there is some principle, there is some higher power, there is the consciousness, which I feel I'm conscious, but the scriptures are saying it is infinitely everywhere. I can't see it, but give it a benefit of the doubt. Start thinking about it, how it is everywhere. I can't catch it everywhere. At least I can catch it within me. Keep thinking about it again and again. This is what the wise people do. So if you want to be wise, you also do it. Maturity of life, just because we are growing doesn't mean we have become mature. Maturity of a human being is that he is calm, peaceful, tranquil, happy under all circumstances. That is maturity. But if we are getting growing up, and with that our irritability is increasing, our judgment is increasing, our touch me not is increasing, this is not maturity. So think a bit, little bit, take a cup of tea, sit down, think, contemplate, in which direction is my life going? Do I want to go in such a direction? Do I want to be a mess when I grow up? If I don't want to be a mess, then correct what is required to be done right now. Not tomorrow, right now while you are listening. Arjun did. He did not do any exercise that Krishna told him in Bhagavad Gita. All he did was listen intently. With zero mind, he made himself available in front of Krishna. And the knowledge transformed him. And at the end of the 18th chapter, he says, when Krishna asked, has your delusion gone in the first chapter? He says, all my delusion is gone. I will do whatever you prompt me to do. See? So this way, the prompting comes from inside. There in that example of Krishna and Arjuna, Arjuna did not know Krishna is God. He has heard he is extraordinary, but he doesn't know he is God till 11th chapter. 7th chapter also Bhagwan told him, I am God, but he did not. Yeah, ठीक है यार. ऐसे बोलते हैं, maybe he is talking off his head. But when he had the Vishwarup darshan, उसकी फट गई. He got scared. Suddenly his attitude towards the Lord completely transformed. But he did not do any sadhana. He just listened intently by being available without doubting the words of the teacher or the scriptures. Because Bhagwan is giving Bhagavad Gita, it's a scripture only, isn't it? So in this way, when one remains focused on the rope and not the snake, meaning remains focused on the God principle or the conscious principle and not the changing principle, with that only instantaneously all fear, sorrow, grief goes out of your life once and for all. What do you mean by only once they will go? Okay, slowly also. If you feel they have to go slowly because you are growing slowly, it will go slowly. If you feel clack, एक बार click हो गया, just like when you wake up in the morning, you wake up slowly. Mummy, another 5 minutes. Mummy, another 2 minutes. Mummy, another. What's the time? It's already the bus has about to come in 5 minutes. Go, get up, katak, and get ready. Same. If you believe that realization is a slow process, so that will be your reality. If you think, if you can apply yourself completely to the divine, it is instant. Whenever it happens, it is instantaneous. And with that instantaneous merging or realization, at that very moment, all fear, sorrow, grief, expectation, regrets, fear of death, everything vanishes in toto out of your mind. Completely. Then what do you do? Then how do you live? You live joyfully thereafter. How? Like the saints and sages. Everything is mine, nothing is outside. And this way, arthas, in the 13th verse, arthasya nishchayo drishto vicharena hitoktitaha nasnanena nadanena pranayamshatena va. Bhagavan, Adi Shankaracharya is telling, a realized master is saying, what has the... So, arthasya nishchayo drishto vicharena hitoktitaha. Those who are wanting good for you. Who are wanting good for you? Those who are, the scripture is wanting good for you. No scripture says do anything for me. What is the benefit of the scripture to tell you you are divine? What is the benefit of the scripture that please shift your attention from the world to the God principle? It has got no benefit in it. So the one who has no benefit, no what is in it for me, that fellow or that scripture or that person or that teacher or that master must be telling the truth. Majority of the people do this, give donation. Do this, give the... so here it says, na snanena na danena. Reality is not gained by 3 showers every day. I take 2 showers. That is because I want to be fresh before the class. But there are times when we went to Kailash, 5 days we didn't take shower, and we are in the presence of Kailash Bhagwan. but no guilt. No feeling that, oh, I should have taken shower. Gange cha yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhum Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidim Kuru. मानसिक स्नान ले लो खुश रहो लेकिन be happy under all circumstances. So here is saying that not by sacred baths, going to various places, not by any amount of charity, and not even by millions of pranayams. Yeah, pranayama shatena cha. Shatena is 100 times. Not even by hundreds of pranayams you can attain the reality. Because you are the reality. You are using body, doing yoga to come to know the reality. How can inert come to know the reality? You do pranayam. It is also inert, coming and going. How can it come to know which is constant? You are thinking. How can thinking, which is every thought is changing, how can it come to know the reality? In this way, correct. We have to do it. We're not saying don't do it. But while doing it, give a thought that all this is only for purification at the physical or the body level, but I am already that I am seeking. I'm already that which I am seeking. Keep attention on that conscious principle or God principle, and in this way, Bhagwan is giving a pointer to us that by doing something you will not come to know the reality. You have to accept, you have to make a resolve within yourself that I am already that which I am seeking. I gave you example in few classes I have given you. The wave is already water, isn't it? What is a wave? Which has a beginning and an end. And what is a wave? Oh, that other wave is pushing me towards the shore. Well, I think she has got some enmity with me because that's why she's pushing me to the shore. I don't want to die. I want to die. What should I do? Suddenly a big wave comes. Beta, you are already water. You will never die. How do I do that? Look inside. He looks. Arre, I am already water. How much time it took for the wave to realize it is water? 0 moment, isn't it? It's already water. Same thing is scripture telling us. You are already that which you are seeking. No. So where are we caught up? Because we are given so much value to the world. We want to give dhanam, we want to give bhandara, we want to... In Kalyug you have to do that, they say. But if you have come out of this Kalyug, Satyug business, if you are raised the bar and you have come above it, like he asked, Amma asked, that what is the place of the planets in our life? I said, as long as you are thinking, planets are valid. But if you are gone ahead and you have come to realize that just like in dream, your mind has projected the sun and the planets and the past and the future, and when you wake up, what value do you give to the planets and the sun and the moon? 0 value, isn't it? So what is realization? Waking up in the waking experience. Then what value will you give to everything? Nothing. 0. Then you are the master of the planets. Then you are the master of the sun and moon. And if you know, those who are doing puja and everything, the entire macrocosm is already represented in the microcosm. Tell me how? Huh? No, not chakras, yes. Nobody has seen them. Tell me something which you are seeing right now. When they say before the puja you purify your body, they say the sun is the right eye, the moon is the left eye, the Vishnu is the feet, the Indra is the arms, the Rudra, the Shiva is the heart, the Rudra is the Kapal, and this way Shiva Parvati are the back, and in this way the entire body, the entire universe is brought. See? So where you are running after the whole world? Find you are the source of the universe, and that will be only possible. See, it's a curiosity game. We are curious about the world, but by the time we find some answer, the world has already changed. They told us that Newton found this law and Archimedes found that law and Pythagoras found that Pythagoras theorem, and now we are finding after 30, 40, 50 years that everything was discovered in India already before they were born. Isn't it? Information has changed. In the world, everything will change. The Western world continuously thought zero came from the Arabs. But Arabs say we got it from India. But they have still not accept. Some people accept, but in education they don't teach that. So things are changing continuously. We have to hold on to that which is unchanging. So if we want to be successful in life, if we or in the spiritual realm, success depends upon becoming qualified. If you are not qualified, just if you say, I am ready to be successful. Where you want to be successful? In the Olympics. I have got a dream that I want to be the 500 kg weightlifting champion. Okay, very good. What are you looking like? Matchstick brand. And what do? You go to gym maybe once in a month. And when is the Olympics? In 1 year time or whatever and will you be successful? Not possible. So you have to go to the gym on a day. You have to do the required hard work in order to achieve that goal, isn't it? You have to be qualified. You have to build up your weight. You have to build up your muscles. You have to build up your mental strength that I can go beyond the required benchmark. Just like when yesterday we went to someone's house. She's 40-year-old. For many years she has been thinking that she wants to do Kailash Yatra, and she came with me. And from here, which was the place? Maidenhead. So from there she came and she walked. I had told clearly, don't expect too much. Go with the joy, that's all. You have seen Kailash, your journey is over. Everything else is a bonus. And she took it. And she started, okay, let me see if I can do it. And she walked with me and 10 others. And we went and touched Kailash. Next day, I was flat. I took a taxi back to the base. I couldn't walk anymore. Too exhausted. But she says, I'm not going to come back. I have been thinking about doing the Kailash Parikrama for so many years, but I have achieved touching Kailash. Maybe he'll give me energy to do the Parikrama also. And she did Parikrama also. So and there were others who have done 40 kilometers of trekking in Melbourne, in Sydney. 40 kilometers. They carry 12 kgs and walk up the mountains, down the mountains, and they could not complete the parikrama. Why? Lack of faith. Lack of faith in yourself that I can do it. Lack of faith in the Lord that He will help me. And yesterday she was telling, Swamiji, so many times, sometimes I used to take 2 steps and I had to breathe 4 or 5 times to take in the oxygen, because oxygen is less there, 54% in the air. But every time I stopped and I just felt like giving up, I used to say, Shiva, it's up to you. You brought me till here. You want me to go ahead. You give me the energy. And suddenly there will be an infusion of energy and she'll be able to walk for another half a kilometer or so. And again she will get exhausted. Again she will repeat the same thing in a different manner. And it kept on and she walked 54 kilometers next day. See? So, what we are saying, there are 2 things. One is the readiness to be successful in life. We all want to be successful in life. And the other is ability to be successful. Able to be successful. Have we developed the required qualification within us to achieve that success? Whether material or spiritual. Just having all the ability. They had all the ability, but mental faith was lacking. See, some people are mentally ready, but physically they are lacking. Physically, the heart is saying, yes, I want to do it, but there is no follow-up to be prepared for what is going to come. In spite, we have told in the briefings what you are going to face. So in this manner, success depends upon the qualifications. Prepare, prepare, prepare. If I want to be very direct, death can come anytime. Be prepared. Success is waiting every every day you wake up, there is success possible, but we are not available. We are still waking. Oh, I didn't get milk in the bed. I didn't get coffee in the bed. I didn't get. Today only, his daughter told the son, Videsh, go have dosa. And he went into kitchen. Okay, dosa. Mummy said dosa over. Idli. I don't want idli. Then I told him, dosa is oily. Idli is fresh. Dosa is fried. Idli is, it will give you more energy. He says, really? Then he asked me some question. I distracted him. I said, Dad was saying you wanted to ask some question. He says, how all gods are one? One question. And that is, idli is in front of him and he doesn't want to eat it. So then I answered him. And once I said, you are satisfied with the answer? He said, yes. I said, now finish quickly because your uncle is coming to pick you up. Cut. He finished. See? So, distract करना सीख लो बच्चों को. तो यहाँ पे, here it says, so success depends upon qualifications. So what are the qualifications? Let's see. Here the teacher is telling qualifications from point of view of a seeker of success in life. What is the ultimate success? Being one with the divine. Ultimate success. Because Manushyanam Sahasreshu, we saw that. The rareness of the human birth is only for realization of the divine, not for anything else. अधिकारिणमाशास्ते फलसिद्धिर्विशेषतः उपायादेशकालाद्याः सन्त्यस्मिन् सहकारिणः. See, the adhikarinam ashaste phalasiddhirvisheshatah. As the primary qualification, the seeker depends, or the adhikari, the student, the seeker, the devotee, he only depends upon the spiritual endeavors, not on the worldly endeavors. They will not give you success. If you want success in the world, if you don't believe you are successful, you'll never become successful, isn't it? If you have got no doubt that you are going to be successful, you will not get successful. Yes, there is one way that you will be successful, if it is in your destiny. If it is in your destiny. But do you know what is in your destiny? You can come to know. How? I'll tell you. Everyone is alert. How can I come to know my destiny? You go back into your past, you can work it out. Not only this life, you can go back into your past life, you can go back into the womb, you can go back and you start seeing your day from this moment to the beginning of the day. So what did I do before this lecture? I did the previous verse. Before that previous verse, I started from 13th verse, for example. Before that, what did I do? I was helping him to put the sheets. Before that, what I was doing? I was talking to Videsh. Before that, what I was doing? I was talking to Hiranmayi while she was eating. Before that, what I was doing? I was eating my own breakfast. Before that, what I was doing? I keep working my day back to the best of my ability. As this ability increases further and further, suddenly, one day, if you put your attention to past, it will click. But then the question will be, is it real or I'm imagining? If the mind comes from inside and tells you, this is what you did, but I can't remember. You don't have to remember, it's revealing. Question is, you believe it or not? Better than doing all these things, believe that you are the not different from God. God and you are one. But that is a better thought. Then continuing, upaya desha kaladyaha santasmin sahakarinaha. Other means such as place, time, etc. do have a place, but they are secondary. Now this point comes because, as we discussed, what is the place of sun, moon, navagraha in our life? Do we go round and round and round? Rahu, please help. I don't want to hurt you. Shani Maharaj, my Sadhasati is beginning. Please have some favorable eye over me. Don't destroy my life. Hari Om. So they have what is space, time and objectivity. What is their place? They have a secondary importance, but the primary importance is of the our urgency to meet the divine, whatever our definition of divine. Mumukshutvam, that is the most important one. With this, like one person was meditating, and as he meditated, one Brahmin in one village, he was meditating, and the other neighbor, neighbors are always checking what is happening next door. So he checked, this fellow is sitting every day. One day he asked, how come you're sitting every day? No, I'm sitting every day because I pray to the gods and I ask for their blessings. What will happen if you ask for blessings? They will take care of my family. And he saw that people used to come and give dakshina, people used to come and give food, people used to come and give, because Brahmin, so used to give food, clothes, and everything was, someone donated a land. So this fellow said, yeah, this is a better way of living life. He also started meditating, and he started taking guidance from the first Brahmin. And as he also started getting it, but it was always in competition. What is he doing? Oh, he has got more. What did you do? I did this. Okay, I will also do it. And they kept doing, and they were deep in meditation. One day, Narad Muni came. Narad Muni said, Hare, Narayana Bhagavan is very happy with you both. Tell I'm going back to Vaikuntha. Please tell me if you have any message. The second one had no idea who is Vaikuntha, who is Narayana, or he had, but no inclination. He was waiting. What does the other one say? He says the first Brahmin said, tell Narayana to take away my one eye. Why? I don't want to look at this world with both eyes. And the other one, no, it was not like this. What did he say? Correct. Bhagwan said, Narad Muni came, he said, whatever Bhagwan wants to give me, I will take. That was a different story, I'm confusing. So he said, okay, what about you, Brahmin number 2? He said, ditto, because he's only copied and done everything. So Narad Muni came back. He said, yes, I am very happy to announce that Narayana has given indication that the question, he said, please ask Narayan when I will get liberated. Correct. That was the question. So he said, Narayan said, yes, I got. So answer is same for both of you. Both of us, same answer. What is the answer? See this banyan tree under which you both are sitting? As many leaves are there on this tree, that many lives you have to live, then there will be liberation. The Brahmin number 2 said, hai teri ki. So many leaves, so many lives. I wasted this life. Only I'm meditating, sitting and doing, and everything that the world is giving me or the gods are giving me. I don't even enjoy good food. I don't enjoy good bed. I'm continuously doing tapasya only all the time. And he got up and went away. This is all. What I have got is enough. I don't want any more. Liberation, what is liberation? I don't care about it. The first one, when he heard that Bhagwan has said that as many leaves, he said Bhagwan gave a definite number because there cannot be infinite leaves on the tree. He said if there is 1 million leaves, only 1 million lives. And he became so overwhelmed with joy and even deeper devotion towards the Lord, and he started dancing and chanting his name. The Lord Narayana came there and then and took him away to Vaikunta. Did not took him away, he blessed him at the same time, at that very moment. So this is our lot. Don't copy other people. Qualify yourself, not by anything else, but by contemplating on the truth. We need correct guidance in how to qualify ourselves. Without guidance, we go surfing on the YouTube, we go surfing in various libraries, we go surfing on Google, and we read something. Kundalini, I think I should start Kundalini. Start कर दिया. रामदेव जी को देखा तो प्राणायाम शुरू कर दिया. We read another person, we start taking the name of the Lord. We hear another person, we get inspired and we start, I am a Vedanti, I am not a good devotee. All this is not required. You need to work out and assess where you stand. What is, and guidance is the same. You have to click into that and become qualified by assessing where you are at this moment. Are you body identified? Are you mind oriented? Or are you intellectual oriented? So here he says, Ato vichara kartavyo jignasoratma vastutaha. We'll do this and conclude. Samasadya daya sindhum gurum brahma viduttamam. He says, therefore, ataha, therefore, vichara kartavya, our only duty is to contemplate. See, we do thinking. Our Swamiji has written a book called Chinta or Chintan. You understand Chinta? Worrying. And Chintan, contemplating. What is the difference between the two? Both are thoughts. Both are thoughts. That when our thoughts are about God, it is called contemplation. When our thoughts are about world, it is called worrying, because the world is continuously changing. You cannot catch it. So, therefore, here he says, Atha vichara kartavya. Our duty is to contemplate on the divine, His grace, His effulgence, His knowledge, His all-pervasiveness, how He is inside us and outside us, how that divine is the Ishvara also, the world also, and me also, how all this is one, but appearing as three. This is worthy of thinking. This is worthy of contemplating, not tu main all the time. So he says, Atha vichara kartavya jignasoratma vastunaha. And we must, the seeker, he must be curious about what this reality is, what this consciousness is, what is that which is not present in a dead person but is present in me. What is that? That dead person also has a body, that dead person also has the five senses, that dead person also has the hands, feet, legs, etc. Everything is there. But something is missing in that dead person. What is that? Some people say soul, some people say life. Oh, so that is, but where is it in me that it is not in that person? Seek it. Think about it. Keep thinking about it. Solutions will start coming. So your spiritual orientation will automatically start. And in this way, he says, Samasadya daya sindhum guru brahma viduttama. Then by all means, meaning by wealth, by manasa vacha kaya, by your thought, be available to seek a guru, seek pray to the Lord that the right teacher comes into my life, because only teacher can find a student. A student can never find a teacher. That is the modern way of looking at it, that the teacher stands down and the students are sitting on the top. In the amphitheater, on all the schools, it's like that. Our culture doesn't accept that. The student should sit at the feet of the teacher. So, I went to Himalayas. Why? I didn't know where to find a teacher. So I said, I'll go to Himalayas, the teacher will find me. At least there will be many sadhus, someone will say, come beta, I'll teach you. And I found the right one, because I had no doubt in the grace of the Lord that He will bring the right one for me. And so, with all means, have complete faith in the mind towards the Lord that He will provide the right teacher. By speech, do not speak bad about teachers. Be available when you are in front of a teacher. You don't know who is going to be the teacher. So be benevolent, be gracious, be cultured, be surrendered, be ready to learn. We can learn from a child also. That small, his son asked me a question. It transported me for that moment, and then I was walking up and down only thinking about that, what he had asked. I gave him the answer, but I was thinking about that, contemplating on that. So everyone can be a teacher. And who is a teacher? Teacher teaches you that everything in your life is a teacher. See? So by all means, so speech also, by body, do the seva of the teacher. But that is not it. Then some people help the Mahatmas to build their ashrams, to build temples, etc. Whatever means are available, make it at the disposal of the Guru Maharaj. Because when you are completely available, then alone the grace flows. It's not that the grace is always flowing. If you hold yourself back that I am going to test this fellow, then I will see if I have to study under him or not, or study from him or not, then gone. Then hundreds of teachers will come and go, and you will not find the right one, because you are still finding yourself to be more important one than surrendering to someone. Surrendering doesn't mean blindly surrendering. No, but when I met the teacher, I said, I don't know if this is the right one or not the right one. It is obvious. So you check. But as important moments came in my life where I saw whatever Swamiji has told me, for simple example, I told you yesterday, when I said I'm going back to Australia, do you want me to learn something? He said, come with an empty mind, study for 2 years, go with an empty mind. It's a bouncer. What did he mean by that? Yaar? Beku bana rahe mere ko. But after many years, after some time, it clicked that we don't have to get caught up in anything. And yet another time, I was with him, and he had a hernia operation, and I was doing seva. Then, whatever. And he says, he was having his hand on my shoulder in pain. We just went for 15-20 steps and came back to the hospital. And he said, why your face is down? I said, this has happened. He says, isme kya hai? It is a blessing. I said, why? How? I just kept quiet. He says, now don't hold on to me. Don't get attached to me because this has happened. Get attached to Narayana. Who else? Nahi to baki bolenge, get attached to me. And that's how you get, a realized master can say that, no doubt. But so this is just 2 examples. And there are one more example I gave another time when I was coming back from Himalayas, and he asked me the question and so on. So I say few points are there, and then even in the class we used to, we want to see if he's walking his talk or he's only talking. We want to do that, isn't it? That's where the discrepancy comes. Children are watching. Mummy is telling me, don't do this, don't do that. Don't do this, don't do that. But daddy, mummy are themselves not following what they are telling us. Like my grandfather, when we were kid, we were staying with our. They used to from school. We used to go to their house, and they will have lunch ready at 2 o'clock, 2:30, and every day he will tell me, "Stop shaking your legs like this." And I look under the sheet of the table. His legs are moving. See. So, there's a discrepancy there, and that's why they don't listen to parents or listen to those who are telling them something which they are not following. So, we also tested means we didn't test him verbally or anything, but we are watching, just like children are watching parents. We are also watching that he was living what he was talking. And sometimes we felt he was not walking the talk, but it was our misunderstanding because we are looking at him from a particular angle, point of view. Afterwards, we realize that, oh, sometimes it happens that way. You tell children, don't eat everything, and mummy is a rakshasa telling me to eat bitter gourd and bottle gourd and everything. But afterwards, you appreciate, oh, she trained me well to appreciate all types of tastes, not only aloo. So afterwards, we realize. So we also tested like that. It happens. We test God also like that. कि first you do something for us, then I will believe you. होता है ना? और जब एक बार हो जाता है, but then we forget that we have to merge into him. We keep asking only. So understand the whole thing. That here he's saying, Samasadhyas daya sindhum. Look for a compassionate, the one who is equanimous. Invite such a guru into your life. That only God can provide. So our faith in God has to be there. Always, as I said, the guru finds the student. Student never finds the guru. And who should be he? Guru Brahma Viduttama Uttamam. He is the bestest of all the teachers, and he is the knower of Brahman. He is the knower of the divine. Such a person, be available so that such a person comes into your life and guides you in your journey. सब धीरे धीरे पूरे सीक्वेंस आ रहा है ना अभी. We'll look at the next verse afterwards, next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Just sit quietly for a moment. Hari Om.